Welcome back. I got the call, so here I am. Should drop into a channel here in just a moment. For those who are wondering, that picture is a Peter Max. They just call it Heart, but it's an original Peter Max. Grateful as I'll get out to have it. All right. Welcome back. It is Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain back again. Here we are to discuss expectations in your universe. When you are in your universe, what are you expecting of your universe? What are your expectations? What are you expecting to happen? Do you carry these expectations? Are you wanting it to happen in a certain way? What are you wanting to happen? Are you looking to control your expectations or control your universe? Or are you allowing your universe to flow? Like Josh, sometimes he has to start, but we always show up and put him back in the flow. What are you doing? How are you expecting your universe to turn out? Are you creating intentions and letting go? Or are you trying to direct your universe? What are you doing? Are you telling people how they should behave? Are you the grand director, so to speak, of your show? Pardon me. Or do you let go and just leave intention to do its thing? What are you doing? Are you the person who is annoying everybody by telling them that they need to do this or be that? Are you directing other people but not yet controlling yourself, so to speak? Are you telling others that they should do this or that, but yet you are a whirling dervish? What are you doing? When you act in control and try to, so to speak, put the chess pieces in place of your life, does that always work out for you? Honestly. If you set an intention for something to happen and let go, step back from that intention and go about your day, just knowing that you want to create love or be peaceful, or I have an intention to end up at the grocery store to shop for the week. Do you try to control that? No, you let go. If you want to create love, you will let go and be a vessel of love. You will not tell people how to behave in your universe. You will not tell people where they should be in your universe or how they should be in your universe. You would let people be. For letting people be is love. So when you leave the house and take things with you, are you taking your superego with you? Your ego? Your look at me. I am in control. I have this cool car. I know exactly what I'm doing. Or are you going with the flow? Are you getting cut off and getting angry? Or are you getting cut off and sending love? When you leave your home, again, what are you carrying with you? Are you carrying the desires to control everyone in your universe? Are you carrying the desires, the energies to, I have to get ahead? I'm going to do my best to get what I need energies. What are your expectations? Can you be free and trust in your universe that it will provide you with everything that you need as long as you take those small steps to keep it moving forward? Can you trust in your universe that you do not need to control the people around you? That the people who are in your universe are there already to play their own role, for you to learn something, or to understand something, or maybe for you to help them understand or learn something. But it is not for you to tell them how to be in your universe. Nobody, like the child on the playground, we will use this as an example when you were a child on the playground. Nobody liked that bossy child who said, you go over here, and you go over here, and I'll play this way, and you all play the way I want. Everybody knew that child. That child was not popular. When you let go, and don't not have an expectation, you are now open to better results than you might have thought you would get in the first place. You can only get the results that you feel you are deserving to get. If you let go, your universe can provide you with more than you think you might even deserve. If you are trying to control your universe, you will only get what you feel you deserve. Nothing better. If you let go and let us, the grand energies of everything, going with the flow of your life, as things come in ebb and flow, as your universe is moving energies. If you let those energies move as they should on their own, you might be surprised by the results. But when you meddle with those energies, as you are denser than the energies, you are meddling with them from the denser body, from your ego self, from your superego self. So when you try to control your universe, you are controlling it from your superego, not from your heart. What will your results be? What do you think? When you try to control your universe, from the whirling dervish standpoint, you will create nothing but more mess. You will create more, how did I get into these situations, because you are not conscious. You are acting from your superego, your ego, and your body self, not your source heart self. When one is not in his source heart self, we are whirling dervishes. If we are not conscious of what we are doing, we are just moving based on traumas and reactions. We are getting traumatized, then we react. We move on to the next, getting traumatized to react. To the next, getting traumatized to react. Instead of being in our now. Now. Are you understanding? If you were to let go and go, I intend to have a good day. I intend to be more loving. I intend to be more helpful. I intend to bring up the energies in my universe when my universe crosses other universes of everybody else. I intend to lift them up. What kind of day do you think you will have? What results do you think you will have with that kind of intent, but letting go? Stepping into the flow. If you act with expectation, you are also acting telling, I should state, the universe what to do. You are not in control of your universe, whether you think you are or not. The universe, your universe is a flow of energy. When you try to control that, you are now in opposition to your universe. You are coming from your ego, thinking this is what is best for me. Generally, what one thinks is best for them, generally turns out to be what is worse for them. It is those expectations that make you think that it is not right, or fair, I should say, that you are cut off at the grocery store. You are expecting to be next. Ha! You were wrong. Do not have any expectations. They lead to disappointments. This is how you suffer. If you expect something to happen, and it does not, but you have built it up in your mind as the end-all be-all, this is it, and it does not happen, you will suffer immensely, because you had an expectation that something would happen. You can't control what happens. If you're expecting something out of the blue to happen, or out of your universe to happen, get ready to be disappointed. For the universe gives you what you need based on what you put out, based on your energies. If you have an expectation that things are going to be awesome, but yet you put out energy that is not nice, if people see you as one of those people, if people see you as Charlie Brown, or people see you as a meanie or controlling, that is energy that will not work. When you put off those energies in front of other people with expectations that they will do this, that, or the other, you are now trying to take control of other people's universes. You are not giving them the space that they deserve. Everybody deserves to have peace and privacy in their universe, to have respect in their universe, to have somebody look at their universe and just allow it to be. But if you have expectations, especially of others, then you are trying to control their universe. Are you Darth Vader or something? No. You are Source Love. But an iron fist, or telling somebody how they should be, or telling somebody that you expected them to do something for you or behave in some sort of way, that it disappoints you, or that they did not meet your expectations, is not going to work. Those are your expectations in your universe. They're in their universe. They do not know what you are expecting, and even if you stated it, they do not have to live up to your expectations. They are in their own universe. This is subjugation. Our expectations subjugate people. We do not realize that. When we expect somebody, we are then booting them, so to speak. We are telling them, I want you to do what I state. Now, as an employee, you have certain expectations. As a child, you would definitely have certain expectations. But I'm speaking on the ones where we expect somebody to behave this way or that as a friend. Or, I want you to do this for me. And they go, no. Well, I expected you to want to help. No, that's not what I want to do. We do not give people freedom to say no and not allow them to not want to do something. Why? Because we expect them, as our friends, to do what we ask. Wow. When we expect people to do anything, We are coming from our ego. Source does not expect you to do anything. You choose what you choose. Love chooses what love chooses. Anger chooses what anger chooses. You do what you do. When you leave your house, do not have expectations. What you want to do is have intention. I intend to be happy. I intend to spread joy. I intend to go to the grocery store. I intend to fill up my car with gas. Other than that, allow the universe to surprise you. When people who come into your universe, who share their universe with you, when they come into your universe, do not meet your expectations, are you judging them? Again, you have expectations. Can you not just let somebody be where they are? There's 8 billion of you. Do you think everybody's going to be in your vibrational space? No. Most of them will not. If you find a few who can vibrate with you, you are lucky. We all must treat each other with respect. There's 8 billion of us who all vibrate differently, who all act differently, and do things in a different manner. If you expect them in any way to be like you, they cannot. Your expectations cannot be met, which will lead to suffering, which will also lead to possible anger, and you will not be in the violent or the violet flame, but you will be part of the violent flame. It is up to you how you choose and what you choose when you leave your homes. When you leave your homes, you are in choice. You can try to control things, like the skateboarder who ends up in front of your car. You cannot control that, though, no matter how much you think you can. You are not in control of anything. And once you begin to realize that, you are not in control, so do not have any expectations, just intentions. Your life would be so much easier. You would not suffer so much because you were wanting or lacking. Again, this takes you all out of presence, which is your present. Staying in presence, you do not lack for anything, unless you maybe are thirsty or something. But generally speaking, your now, which is right now, now, does not lack for anything. You are only in lack when you are coming from your ego and staying out of present. Yes, if you have no home, you are in lack. But if you are in a tent and you are sitting there at that exact moment, you are not in lack of at least a shelter. What are you expecting from yourself? What are you expecting from your behaviors? Expectations. We place expectations on others, but do you place expectations on yourself? Is there acceptable and unacceptable behaviors that you will exhibit, or do you just dervish around through your life? You'll tell somebody else I expected you to behave better, but do you expect yourself to behave better? We must stay in our universe. Yes, if you have children, of course, it is your job to shape their universe in a loving manner so that they will be loving and peaceful souls. That is why you are here when you have children. But otherwise, you cannot have expectations that they will behave X, Y, or Z. They are free spirits. If they choose to do something, then you expected them to act another way. That's your problem. Yes, you would want to instill appropriate behaviors, like not running around in a restaurant or stealing other people's food. But if they did so, they would go against your expectations. But it's not molding them. that again is controlling their universe, molding them, would show them how they are interfering in other people's universes when doing so. And that in that aspect, it's not rather polite. But because they did not meet your expectations is an ego state. And stating it that way will not teach your child anything other than expectations. My parents expect me to do this. So you will get rogue children, or children who maybe are angry and act in a manner that you might want, but not out of free will. So when you leave your home, have no expectations. Have a set agenda, sure. Have intentions. Who do you want to be when you leave your home? What do you want to carry with? How do you want to carry yourself? But do not have expectations. You limit us and your universe when you expect an outcome. You are limiting because you are giving an outcome. You are stating an outcome in an open field, meaning that the universe is an open field. All outcomes are possible, but you are limiting it to the one that you are expecting. If you want to live in a limited universe, have expectations. We like to surprise you. The universe likes to surprise you. It will match your energies. If your energies are way up, yet your expectations are low, you will get low. But if your energies are way up, but you have no expectations, the universe may blow your mind. You might get something way better than your expectations ever would have led you to. You limit yourself by framing your universe with expectations. You expect this or that and the other. Yes, if you purchase a car, expect it to drive, expect it to be well built. Those are things you can expect. If you buy a large shirt and you've tried it on, you can expect that it'll fit. These are not what we are talking about, so please don't misconstrue things. It's the expectations you project to your universe that we are talking about. Those expectations, the ones where you state the outcomes, the needs, it must be this way. And it can only happen this way. Wow, how limiting. You cut yourself off from all kinds of possibilities. You cut yourself off from all sorts of love, all sorts of unique things that could happen by stating my universe must be framed in this manner. I expect it to happen that way. If you let go, we surprise you. If you allow us to. Do not be surprised if you do not have expectations that your universe gets better, grows larger, blows your mind sometimes. If you can keep your energies up, we will match you. Allow what comes through to move through you. We do not ever want you to try to raise your vibration if you are down. We want you to feel what you are feeling and let it flow through you. Do not hold on to it in the body. Again, let it flow through the energetic state and leave the body. Don't tack it on to the body and carry it for life. If you can allow yourself to release and relax and flow and have no expectations, your life can be better than what you ever thought it could be. When we start putting expectations on how our lives should be, I'm 30 and I am working at a restaurant. I am not a college graduate and I should have gone to college. Well, you are just limiting your universe even more by creating expectations that are not true. If you did not go to college and you expect that then you will not make money, what will happen? You will not make money. Bill Gates did not go to college. Does he expect not to make money? Oh no. He makes more money than most of humanity will ever see. He probably lives without expectations and lets his universe bring to him all kinds of gifts and surprises. If you have no expectations, then the universe also cannot disappoint you. You will not be suffering because you will not be in disappointment or lack. A lot of our expectations come from we should be's. The word should is a very bad word. There's no bad, but it is a word that puts people in misery. It's a word that creates immense suffering. I should have done this. I should have gone to college. I should have been this. I should have not done that. You can't do that because you can't go backwards. You should have is something that has happened already. You must reconcile with your past and don't should it. Continuing to should what you didn't do will not allow you to create what you need to now. You will miss opportunities because you will be shoulding your past instead of living in your present. Are you seeing this? This is not very complicated. You make things complicated. Expecting this, that, and the other. Really now. Your universe gives you what you need if you let go. Your universe gives you more than any expectation you could ever have if you trust. If you let go. If you want to step into the violet flame, you can clear some of those blocks that don't allow you to let go. It is all your choice. Remember, everything is your choice. When you step out of the house, get into the car, what are your expectations? You may set intentions, and you may even, if you want to, say, I am grateful for a smooth, clean, and easy ride to work, or to school, or to the grocery store. But you may not expect that, because it may or may not happen. Everything that comes to you is actually for you. So things that happen may or may not feel like they're in your control, but they are for you. And they may or may not meet your expectations, but again, boo-hoo, this is all for you, to be your best you. What we send to you, what your universe sends through to you, what you bring for you, is all to help you if you let go and see it. If you slow down, you will listen to the guidance. And when you can merge with the guidance and let go and realize I do not need to expect anything because everything is provided as long as I do what I need to keep doing. Life flows. It is when we have expectations and they don't turn out that we start getting angry with Source or the universe or others. It's never within ourselves who created the expectation to begin with now. Why is that? Why are we deferring our energies to somebody else when we're the ones who created it to begin with? Denial is not a space to be in. That's another story. You must learn to slow down and see what you are creating through expectations. If you were to drop those expectations and just remain in flow, you would not suffer. Life would be joyful. Instead, you are walking around, mulling these expectations over and over in your head like a broken record, creating stories about expectations or how people disappointed you, or how this did not meet your expectations, or how life in general is one big expectation that you are not meeting, is not meeting you. If your life does not meet your expectations, then maybe you need to release your expectations and let go. If your life is telling you to expect something, then you are not in the flow, because the flow brings to you. Expecting it's an air of entitlement. While you are source love, you create it, so you don't need to be entitled. Put it to the universe and let go. You create it. Do not expect others to behave in a way that you would want them to. That expectation will lead to disharmony in your relationships. You must allow people to behave how they choose. If they behave in a manner that does not vibrate with you, you have a right to step away, to inform them that, hey, I don't feel this was right. As a friend, I don't want to associate with those behaviors. You have every right. But you cannot expect somebody to do something or not. They do what they choose. Everyone has free will in their own universe. It is those expectations that cause immense suffering. Keep also in mind that when you try to create a universe that does not match you in your vibration or skills, you will suffer as well. If you do not have a PhD, yet you keep applying for jobs that require a PhD, you will suffer. Your bills will not get paid, as you will not find a job unless you have a PhD. Do you? I did not think so. So when you go to apply for a job, for example, you would want to apply for jobs that meet your skill level, not a PhD, where you would never expect then to get a phone call. Ha ha. They would not hire you if you did not have a PhD. The one thing you can expect is that we will be back to channel some more with Josh. When you leave your home, have no expectations. Let the universe surprise you. That is the gift of being where you are. If your universe is balanced in love and peace and helpfulness and abundant joys, do you not think that we will not surprise you? If you are being helpful to others and loving and have no expectations of return in any way with your love, do you not think we will not love you back? Would your universe not reciprocate in love? So when you leave your house, have no expectations. Just let the love flow and watch what happens. People are going to do what they do in their own universe. Let them be. Focus on you. Have expectations of yourself and how you want to behave. Have expectations of yourself in how you would treat others. Have expectations of yourself as I am an honest person. I live my life with integrity. Those are things you should expect from yourself. Those expectations are expected, so to speak. But you cannot expect anything from anybody else, as they are all in their own universe living in free will. If you can allow that and understand that, you will not suffer. The next thing we will talk about is unity. For expectation leads to disunity because you are expecting from others. When we realize that we are all the same brand source love, then we will be united and live in unity as one. But it takes unity in your heart first, in your universe, to be in unity, before the grand universe can be in unity. More on that tomorrow. We are Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have channeled. We love you. And we are grateful. Even if Josh has worked a 10-hour shift, has come home and then channeled. We are grateful for his love and his compassion and his openness to all of this. Josh will see you tomorrow, releasing transmission. Alrighty then. This one was a little more jumbled. I'm exhausted. It's there. There was some sweet stuff. Yeah, I just keep hearing just let go. Just let go. Just let go. With that, I'm probably going to pass out. I'm exhausted. I love you. I'm grateful. And I'll see you at the next video.